Good morning.
Good morning.
How are ya?
Good. How are you?
I'm good.
You and me, babe. If I'm not here, and you do that yourself, is it different for you?
I like when people are here. Yeah.
No kidding. Hello.
Yeah.
All
It's
right.
more fun. More fun. More energy. But you know, Val can't do it Tuesdays and Thursdays because of work. I don't know. We just have to
Kendall
go.
has a meeting this morning
Oh, she did. Did you have fun last night?
at 8, but I was at her place last night.
Oh, cool. Okay,
All
let's
right.
get to it.
It's
You ready? We're gonna kill it today. It's almost the weekend. Got to get ready. Okay, all the way to the back of the mat. Take the right arm up, left one down, and then switch. Big side body stretch. Turn on some great music. Kind of groove today. We're going to do a lot of stuff on one leg. You know, you always have the option to put the other one down if you need a little help. It's all good. Okay, pull those elbows back. Let's do some good mornings. Keep your neck long and your tummy in. Maybe your feet are a little wider than hip width apart. Just kind of hip hinge, get the booty waking up, back of the legs. Keep your elbows nice and high so you feel the upper back working. Okay, 3 more of these, and then we're going to do some little squats. Nice. Okay, take the arms forward, parallel to the floor. Just give me a little squat. Nothing great, but think about pulling the booty back as you do this. Now let's transfer all the weight into the heels. So we try to get the back of the body to the party too. That's what it's all about. Okay, maybe a little bit lower, maybe not. You decide. Just a few more of these. We're going to do a plank walkout. So you're going to hinge, feet still stay pretty wide, but walk your hands out to the front of your mat. Get your wrists over or under the shoulders. And then as soon as you get there, bring it on back. Come all the way up to standing, reach the arms to the ceiling. Now you decide if your legs are straight in these plank walkouts or if you're bending at the knee. Either works. Just using these as a little bit of a warm up for your upper body. Oh, sweep up. We're going to do 2 more. And then we're going to hang out in a down dog for a little bit. Here's your last one. So once you take it out, stay out there. We got this one-legged stuff going on. So I'm just going to have you lift that left leg and then switch, lift the right. Now pull through down dog and lift your left leg. And then lift the right. A lot of stuff on one leg today. Really trying to emphasize a core focus, shoulders over wrists, then pull back down dog. Alternate legs now, just lift and lower at a pace that's good for you. Like you can make it brisk or you could make it really slowly. And really both are fabulous. You're going to feel the breath come into the party a little bit. As you move these big muscles, tends to elevate the heart rate a little. Nothing wrong with that. Okay, we're doing 4 more here. We're going to meet in that 3-point plank, right? Okay, pull forward to your plank, left leg up. Just hold it. Put the left leg down, switch right, lift your right leg, hold it. Now, foot down, back to your down dog. Walk your hands all the way to your feet. Come all the way back up to standing and sweep your arms to the ceiling. Nice. Clasp the fingers together. We're gonna come up onto one leg again. Pull that left knee in, circle the foot. Should feel a little more limber than when you rolled out of bed. Or maybe Val's doing this after work. So you're probably ready to go. Rotate the foot the other way, switch legs. Just mix it up. Maybe you point and flex. These shins on my right leg are always tight. Okay, take it down. Now, heel comes up in the back, hands to heart. You're just gonna give me a little hip hinge here. Now, as you start to hinge, think about lifting the knee up in the back, but the leg stays bent. Let's come back to standing and let's do the same on the other side. So heel up, hinge it, keep that knee nice and high. You're feeling the butt cheek work here. Nice job. Okay, keep your hands here. You're just gonna step your left foot forward. Try to make that transition really smooth. Sweep the arms up, open them. Create space here between the shoulders. Nice job. Now hinge forward, arms by your side, palms face the earth. Now sweep back up. Little movement coming into the hip. Sweep forward and up. And last time. Back up with the arms, hands to heart. Now you're going to press into this knee. So bend it, push off, and step back to standing. Same thing, right side. Sweep the arms up. Really try to get your arms straight here, right? All the time, as opposed to just hanging out. They're not doing anything if they're like this. They're working when they're like this. Okay, hinge forward. Palms down. Still staying nice and broad through the shoulders. Sweep back up. Nice. And down. And up. So I don't have much of a bend in my front leg, but I do have some. Hold it down. Sweep back up. Bring those hands to heart. Now you're going to bend into this knee, push back off to standing. Big deep breath. We're going to flow a little bit here, but you go at your pace. It might not be the same as mine, and that's okay. Inhale, extend flat back. Exhale down. Walk your hands out to a plank. Press back down dog, left leg up. Switch to the right leg. Come back to your plank, left leg up. Switch to the right. Press back down dog. Walk your hands back to your feet. Nice little slow reverse swan dive. Arms out to the side. Find length through the body. Come all the way back down. Walk back out. This time we're going to bring on a little half hover here and then meet me in your up dog. Oh, how good does that feel? Pull those hips back over the heels. Come forward, do a push up, press back the hips over the heels. Let's just flow through this at a pace that feels good for you. Maybe 3 or 4 times. Your knees are on the floor. You're really focusing here on range. Nice job. Stay nice and broad through your shoulders. Let's do one more. Now meet me in your high plank and lift that leg back up, left leg. Switch it right. Nice job. Pull the left foot up between your hands. Stay in your low lunge. Your feet are hip width apart. You might want to take a peek at that right foot, see if you're finding it in the right spot. Now we're just going to sweep the left arm out to the side. Little side stretch. Put it down. Oh, sorry, that was left. Now we're doing right. It doesn't matter because you're doing both. Okay, sorry about that. Sweep and switch. Really try to lift that shoulder up to the ceiling. One more on the right. or the left, depending on where you started. Step back to your plank. Left leg up. And switch it right. And go to a down dog. Left leg up. And switch it right. Come back to your plank. Right foot steps forward between the hands. Stay nice and low. Take your left arm, sweep it out to the side. And right. Try not to have the hips shift. You really want to stay strong through your core. Couple more. Okay, step back plank. Let's do that little hover again, right to your up dog. Nice, hold it here. Come onto the tops of your feet. So flip them. Just relax, little breaks in the elbows. And let's fire up our glutes. Now, if you're ready to amp this up, just elevate the knees a little bit off the floor. Hold it. It's just a little more work for the arms. We got this. Just relax and breathe. Okay, knees back down. Pull the hips over the heels. Let's create that little tug of war. Without really moving, you're just pressing those hands towards the knees. Come on back. Let's do that little hover. Press back up this time. Back, hips over feet. Come on back. Come off the knees and meet me in your down dog with your left leg up. This time we're going to hold it here. Just hold. So we're going to switch it up here. So right now your hips are square. I'm going to have you elevate that hip up towards the sky. Feel the difference of muscles that you're using. Now close that left hip back where you started. Nice job. Make sure you can see your arms in your peripheral vision. Elevate the hip and close it. One more time. Elevate. Maybe the leg comes up a tiny bit higher. Relax that foot to the floor. Come back to your plank. Elevate your right leg this time. Hold your plank. Press back down dog. Let's hang out here with the hips square. Now elevate that hip towards the ceiling. Your shoulders, try to have them stay square, which means you're evenly weighting both of your arms. Close the hip and lift it. Really try to pick that foot up a few more inches if you can. Close that hip and elevate it. Put the foot down, come back to your plank. Press back down dog. Walk your hands to your feet. Meet me in your forward fold. We're just going to give our wrists a little break. I'm going to press the tops of my hands down to the floor if I can. Now, if you can't reach the floor, you can just take one hand, push using your other hand. So you get a nice release through the forearm. Nice. Take your hands above your knees. Assist coming up to a standing position. Nice job. Big deep breath. Now we're going to keep the arms up, challenge them. So really reach them towards the ceiling so you feel them working. Lift your left knee. Just hold it. Nice. Ooh, it's humid here today. Okay, switch. I'm getting a little sweaty. Switch legs. Okay, we're going to add on to this. You come with me if you can. Bring your hands to heart. Of course you can. Hinge. Kick that leg backwards. Get it straight. Work on getting the leg straight and your torso parallel to the floor. Just hold. Now, we were lifting and lowering the hip and the down We're dog position. I want you to make sure the hip is down when you're doing this pose. Come back up slowly. See if you can maintain the balance and bring that knee back up and take the arms back up. Nice. You might want to pick a spot and just make it your focus. Helps you balance. Hands to heart. Ooh, a little reprieve for this leg. Shake it out. Come on up. Right knee up. Arms really long. Just hold. Try to create space between those two shoulders. Nice. Okay, start to hinge through your hip, hands to heart. Work on getting your back leg out there and straight. Come till you're parallel to the floor. Now, as we did on the left, try to bring that right hip down a little bit. So your butt cheeks are at the same height. That's the goal. Okay, slow motion, bring it back up. Maintain the balance. If you can, lift that right knee back up and just hold. Arms to the ceiling, long and strong. Just balance here. Oh, where's my towel when I need it? Whew. Okay, hands to heart. Give me a little squat, but we're gonna open our feet here. A little wider than hip width. We're gonna switch up these squats. One of the single most effective exercises we can do for ourselves. So be mindful here. Don't drop your face. Now we're going to take the arms out. We're going to get a little lower. Now hold it down here and lift the arms. You're the best you can. Just hold and lift. Now come back up, arms long and strong. Hands to heart. Bring your heels in towards each other so they're touching. Toes are out, heels are touching. Come up onto the toes and lower and lift. So it's challenging your balance by working the biggest range that you can. So that means I'm really asking you to go out on a limb here and get as high as you can off the floor with your heels. Take the arms out, palms face each other. So make the transition nice and smooth. Up and down a few more times, and then we're going to switch up our feet angle. This is a muscle we often don't work enough, so I apologize. Okay, now your feet are going to face forward, up and down. Same range that you were doing before. So you're getting nice and high on the pad of the feet. Take the arms here, elbows at the height of the shoulder. Spread your fingers nice and wide. And try to pull the shoulders apart from each other. Nice. Keep lifting and lowering. Keep the shoulders down. Starting to feel it, I bet. Okay, now see if you can take those elbows and move them back a tiny bit. We're going to start feeling it in our lower body soon and the upper body. We got to get it all in. We don't have much time. Okay, changing the feet. Keep the arms here if you can. If you need to take a little break, do it. Toes come to touch. Heels out. Lift and lower. Get the hang of it. Might take you a few. Like it just did me. Switching up the angle. Control the descent as best you can. Nice. Oh, so good for us. Keep those elbows back. Don't let them drift forward. Okay, we have 5 more here. Slow it down. Get high, come down slow. Okay, relax the arms. Open your feet. Just do a nice little sway. Let's get some blood flow back to these arms. Whew. Okay, let's take a big deep breath. More core work here. More core. Oh my goodness. Swan dive down. Come on down. Walk out plank. Step your feet into bear. I would like to have your knees directly under your hips. Step out. Now take your left foot to the corner of your left mat and take your right foot to the corner of your right mat. Do the same with your hands. Left hand to the corner, right hand to the corner. Now, start to wiggle those feet back. Retract the shoulders so you're using your lats here. Hollow out the stomach. Step your left knee back into a bear and then same with the right. Keep the hands where they were. Step back out wide with your feet to your plank. Step into your bear. One more time. Step out. Hold it here. Now pull your chest through your arms to a very big down dog. Make sure you can still see the sides of your arms. Bring the body back forward, but your shoulders you're going to find still way behind the wrists, right? Now we're going to come off these wrists down to our forearms. We're going to keep our feet where they were. Just give yourself a little break from the hands. Hold those feet nice and wide. I'm going to have you try to pick up that left foot. You got this. We're not here for long. Put it back down. Pick up the right. Let's try not to have the hips shift. Lower the knees to the floor and pull the elbows towards your knees. Isometric. Core activation. Feel it? Come off the knees in slow motion. Straighten out both legs, but the feet have not moved. Lower the knees. Activate the elbows going towards the knees. Feeling a little trembling right through the tummy is always a good sign. You've connected to this. Elevate the knees and lower the knees. Okay. Walk your forearms back to your knees. Meet me in your child's pose. How awesome is that? Any position you like that's comfy. We're going to hang out here for 6 big breaths. Just chill. We earned it. Okay, come on back up onto all fours. I like to do a few cat-cows after that child's pose. So with me, tuck your toes under, round your back, and then chest comes forward, look out off the front of your mat. Run through that again. Now just come back to a neutral spine. I'm gonna have you take your right hand to the middle of your mat, kickstand that right foot off to the side, but the right knee is in the center too. You might want to put a towel under that right knee. Open to face the left side of your room. Sweep your left arm up. Nice. So right now, I have my knee pretty much under my hip. I'm going to slide it towards the end of my mat a little more. So I'm not stacking it under the hip. So create that sensation of work through that right side body by doing that small little movement of where your knee is situated. So your left foot is on the floor to start, and your heel is in line with your hip. Take a little peek and make sure you've got the alignment so you feel stable in the move. Now, little break in that right elbow. Push those hips up to the sky so you feel that right side body. Now, Take your left hand, touch your left ear. Elbow to the ceiling. Take your left knee and bring it up and in, and see if you can lower the elbow so it can connect with your knee, and then extend the leg back to the floor, elbow to the sky. Let's do that again. Pull in and extend. Keep your hips pushing up. You're going to feel that right butt cheek singing to you. Right oblique at the party. Let's do this 5 more times if you can. And if you don't feel it challenging, slide that right leg a little further towards the back of your mat, your right knee. Press those hips up, feel that glute. Okay. I felt that enough. Woo. Okay. Stretch out those wrists. We're going to do the same thing other side. So get your towel. So your left knee is cushy under the towel. Now, either move the knee back or move the left hand forward, whichever is easy for you. So I'll give you the side view, or sorry, the front view of what it's going to look like. This is a good angle. So I've got my knee in front of the hip as opposed to under the hip. This is easier. Okay, so find your spot. Make it great. Press those hips up. I want you to feel that left side body and butt. Right hand to the ear. Now, bring the right knee up and in, touch the elbow and extend it back out. Try to keep those hips elevated the whole time. Use your breath. Nice and slow. So that foot comes up off the floor and then in to touch the elbow, right? Elevate, bring it in. 5 more. Elevate in, keep the hips up. That left butt cheek's doing a little dance, I'm sure. Keep that going. This is going to help us with strength so we can balance as we age. It's so critical. Keep that left cheek talking. 1 more. Come on down. Oh my goodness. Have a seat on your feet. Now flip your feet around. Come in all the way down on your back. We're going to do a little figure 4 stretch. So we stretch out the butt cheek and then we got more core coming your way. So lying down with your head relaxed, take your right foot, flex it, bring it onto your left thigh. Now, in this pose or stretch, the hands can hold the left hamstring. But instead of just hanging out, what you want to do is try to bring the right knee away from you and your left knee closer to you. Own that feeling and keep it. 5 more breaths. Okay, let's put the left foot down on the floor, right foot down on the floor, and let's switch. Try to keep that left foot flexed as it sits on your thigh. And then get the activation going by pulling the right knee in and the left knee away. Might be a little tighter on one side. Maybe we hold it a little longer, or you do if you're ever doing this on your own. Okay, both feet to the floor. You're going to take your hands and clasp them together. So just hold on to one of your hands so your hands are connected any way you like. Take the arms back behind you. As low as you're comfortable. It doesn't need to be all the way to the floor. Now wiggle those toes a little bit further out, but your legs are staying bent. We're going to come up into a full sit-up. So start with the arms, moving forward. Follow with the head, shoulder blades. Start rounding the spine. Come up. And you can always, if you struggle with these, you can just wrap a towel around your hammies and hold on to the towel to help you get up. You have options. You can also do a crunch instead of a full sit-up, but we are going to be doing crunches in a sec. So suck in that belly as you lift up. It's all about keeping it in, right? We've talked about training. While we're training, we want to keep the stomach in all the time. So much to do, so little time. Nice C curve of the spine on the way down. Now, if you can, come up a little quicker. And if you can't, that's okay. Stay at a pace that feels good for you. We're just going to run through 5 more. If you finish before me, just bring those knees into the chest. Chill out and relax. Doesn't that sound good? Okay, I got one more here. Nice. Okay, C curve the spine, slow on the way down. Knees into the chest. Nice job. Make a little circle or gentle rock side to side, whatever feels better for you, or both. Okay, legs are bent. Hands behind the head, elbows are going to stay back. You're going to come up, and while you lift up, drop your elbows back, tuck the chin a little bit towards the chest, so your neck feels okay, and then take it back down. Now, hollow out the stomach, suck it in, and hold that sensation while you breathe. So as you lift up, it doesn't puff out, and lower. And lift. So you got to suck it in the whole time we do these lift and lowers. So up and lower. Up and lower. You can use your exhalation on the way up. Inhale on the way down. Okay, hold it up. Bring your feet in a little closer so you got a pretty good bend in the leg. Take the head down. Extend your right leg out straight. Come up in your crunch and move your left shoulder, keeping the elbow back because it's about the shoulder, not the elbow, towards that right side. And then come back down, foot to the floor. Left leg out. Lift, rotate. Feel that oblique muscle on both sides. That's why I love this exercise. And lower. Extend the leg, come on up first, and then bring that shoulder towards the right side body. It's a small move, but it has a big impact. We like that. Left leg out, lift, rotate. So my right shoulder blade is off the floor and lower. Right leg out, lift up your left shoulder blade. Nice job. Head to the floor, arms on the floor by your side. Roll your pelvis up into a bridge. Bring the left knee into the body. And if your right knee has a tendency to drift out, activate your inner thigh on the right leg. Pull it in. Now let's take the leg out. So try to have both thighs at the same height. Just hold. Now take that left leg Lower it and lift it. Maybe 6 inches either way. So it's not going all the way down to the floor. Your hips are staying at the height they were. Now draw that knee back into the body. Activate that inner thigh on the right leg. Just hold. Take the leg back out. Give me a little pulse up and down. So smaller than what you did the first time. Just creating a little movement. Okay, now draw both knees towards each other, the sides of your knees, and squeeze. Create a little force here. Really getting into that right leg. Just breathe 3 more times. Okay, left foot down, lower the hips, draw both knees into the chest. Nice job. Gentle rock side to side or a circle. Okay, feet back to the floor, legs with a big bend. Lift up. You're going to alternate side to side, try to touch your heel. If you're able to touch that heel, move your feet further out so that you're really making a best effort each time. Nice. 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Back to the floor. Pull those feet in. If you move them out, come back into your bridge. Now this time you're going to drive that right knee into the body. Just hold. Now again, if the left knee is moving out, bring it back. While you're in your bridge, you always want to be able to feel that activation of the inner thigh. So you got to kind of move the leg a little bit to find it. Once you got it, keep it. Okay, extend the leg out. Just hold. Brings a lot more of the core to the party here. And the leg is out straight and your thighs are at the exact same height with the knees open to hip width. Let's bring that knee back in using your oblique. Take it out. Here's where you do that 6-inch down, 6-inch up move. You don't want to go full range here because then your hips are going to change position. We want to keep them nice and quiet with your stomach hollowed out. Okay, bring that knee back in. Try to keep the toes on that left foot nice and loose. Most of the weight's between the pad and heel. Take the leg out. Now bring on that little tiny lift and lower. Great work. Pull the knees together, squeeze, really go out with a bang here. All your might into pulling both those knees into each other. And relax. Oh my goodness. Both knees come in. Now we're going to go to a straight leg. Heels to the sky. Push your legs as locked out straight as you can get them. Now left foot pulls so you can grab your big toe, right leg to the floor. Both are still straight. Okay, release that foot, bring the right leg back up. Grab the toes of the right foot, left leg goes all the way down. Both heels are pushing away from you. One up to the ceiling and one towards the back of your room. If you can, your left calf is pushing into the floor. Okay, left leg back up, arms back on the floor by your side. Lower the right leg, keep the left leg up. Bring the right leg back up, lower the left. Bring it back up, just keep alternating. It's not a fast movement. In fact, you'll feel having to work harder to keep your stomach in if you slow it down. No momentum. Continue to press those heels out. Legs are straight. Now let's take both legs a third of the way down. Come up into a little hold. So elevate the shoulder blades off the floor. Point your toes, connect your heels, hold. Suck in the belly. Just hold. Now knees are going to come in, keep the shoulder blades up and push back out. Maybe you lower a little more, but it's not important. What's important is keeping the stomach hollow. Feet in and back out. And in. Shoulder blades stay up. One more. And relax your head to the floor. Just roll that head side to side. You did a great job today. Not such an easy class. Bring those knees in. Bring the forehead up to meet your knees so you tuck into a tiny little ball. Maybe you fold the forearms over the legs and touch opposite elbow. So you're really in a small ball. Once you're there, try to breathe into your lower back. So you get a nice little pull there, little stretch. If it's hard for you to keep your head up, put it back down on the floor. See if you can hold this tiny ball a tiny bit longer. Okay, release. Cross your right knee over the left. Left toes to the floor and let the knees go towards the right side. Open your left arm out to the side. One of my all-time favorites. Feeling a nice opening across the chest and side body. Over that hip. So you use that right leg to pull the left knee towards the floor. But it's not actually going to get there. Two more big breaths, and then we switch to the other side. Okay, uncross first. Knees come up and into the chest slowly. And then let's cross the right over the left. Let those left toes come down. Oh, sorry, left over right. I'm so sorry. Right toes to the floor this time. And open that right arm. So try to get a 45-degree angle with that right arm from the body. Okay, release the knees, come on back up. Pull those knees into the chest one last time. Now roll it up. Oh, yes. Come up onto your toes. And then all the way up to a straight leg. Hang out here for 1 sec. Okay, nice slow swan dive back to standing. Sweep your arms up. And I thank you so much for your power and strength. Great job, everybody. Thank you for being here, Sue.
Thank you.
You're so welcome. How do you
Good.
feel?
Good.